Welcome to this brand new video in which I'll be showing you how to use ChatGPT to improve your sales conversion rate so that you can make more money, or basically just get your sales team to perform a lot better so that they also end up making you a lot more money. So that being said, let's get straight into the video. By the way, if you like such content, don't forget to actually just like, comment and subscribe. It'll support the algorithm and hopefully more and more people just like yourself can see this video. Now, the number one thing that you must understand when you're doing sales calls, or even if you're doing webinars or whatever you're doing, basically any kind of mechanism where you are pitching or presenting your advice or services to the other individual, the number one thing that you must do is you must review your gameplay footage in order to improve. Now, if you look at any big sports team, or if you look at the coach of any sports team, what they focus on is reviewing their gameplay footage more than just practicing what's going on. Because if they won't identify what went wrong, what went right, then how exactly they're supposed to improve, right? And this is why even if you go to the gym, you might have seen now these people out there who film themselves when they're trying to work out. Why exactly are they trying to do that? So that they can understand, hey, is the bench press technique that I'm using, is this fine? Is it appropriate? What can be improved? What am I doing correct? How is my leg drive? How can I make sure that I can actually push more weight? So those are very, very critical things that you must realize, and that can only happen when you review your gameplay footage. The problem with this is that reviewing gameplay footages is really painful. Why? Because you have to go through hours and hours of recordings. If you're doing it yourself, probably it's still manageable, but when you're doing for a sales team of a lot of people, it becomes really challenging. So what I've done is I've decided to train my AI over here in order to help me with a lot of these analysis, right? Now here's the thing, right? So I've created this prompt, but I'm going to get into the prompt in a bit. But what you must understand is that there are 8 checkpoints that somebody must pass in order to actually convert a sale, right? This is what I've noticed myself. My head of sales actually formed this checklist, and if you want to know more about this, make sure to check out his video where he's teaching you how to actually become a better salesperson and basically close more deals. It's one of the best sales training in India. Go check out that video on my channel. Now, that being said, what are these checkpoints? Well, in order for a sale to happen successfully, you must make sure that the first thing is you're able to extract enough or sufficient pain from the prospect. If you're not able to extract enough pain point, and if there is not a problem to be solved, then basically you've just lost the sale already. The second thing you must do is you must ensure that you are able to inject a doubt in the prospect's mind so that they start thinking that, oh, whatever this problem is, or that I just told this individual, I'm not able to solve it on my own, and there's some knowledge gap. And then checkpoint number 3 would be cost analysis. So this basically means you must try to understand that if the prospect doesn't solve this problem on their own, which they don't know already how to do, then what will be the cost of staying in the same position, and what has been the cost of staying in this position for a very long time. The fourth checkpoint that you must take care of is to understand their goals and desires. Something this is like a lot of people, a lot of founders, they don't do this when they're talking to the prospect because they're so busy trying to pitch their own solution that they don't even care about the prospect, right? So you must understand what exactly are their goals, what do they desire, what's their motivation behind it. Then checkpoint number 5 is you must understand, are there partners, whether they're business partner, spouse or whatever, are they supportive? Would they entertain the idea of them going with the solution, especially if the prospect you're talking to who is not the decision maker. Then checkpoint number 6 would be their effort analysis. Have they done anything in the past in order to achieve this outcome and also solve this problem that they told us about? Then checkpoint number 7 would be, do they have the mindset required to actually even invest? Some people might be like, oh my god, this is a lot of money. Well, compared to the problem that you have, is it though? No, because a lot of people don't have that mindset. A lot of people, they're just thinking with this mindset, hey, how can I save more money, as opposed to how can I invest that money and actually improve my future. So that is very important. And then you got checkpoint number 8, which is money. Do they have CC? Do they have the funds, or do they have the money to actually pay you for the solution that you're looking for? So these are the 8 checkpoints that somebody must meet in order to really, do well on a sales call. And if these 8 checkpoints or even one of them is missing, then it can turn into an objection. And it's very difficult to counter that when that objection comes. So it's best to cover these beliefs in advance. Because think about this. How many times have you heard,
"Yeah, I need to talk to my partner and think about it."
well, why wait for that objection to arrive when you can actually cover this, a lot sooner? So that being said, this is very, very important. Again, if you want to learn more about how you can integrate this into your own process, go and check out that video that I just told you about. So the tool that I like to use personally for my call reviews is Fathom, right? Fathom.video is like pretty awesome. Like it's a game changer, right? I would highly recommend that you go check this out. And there's this one awesome feature in Fathom which is called as AI summary, right? And surprisingly, it's pretty accurate, right? It literally tells you what exactly happens, as you can see over here. Anirudh and Atul discussed the payment and duration of the course. Anirudh expresses nervousness about the investment and asks for advice on how to start with no revenue or big impact, right? So like a lot of this is like pretty much clear. This is the whole summary. So what I would do now is I would take this prompt, and again, if you want access to this prompt given in the comments section below, I would just take this prompt, go to ChatGPT and just like paste it over here. Just remove the initial bits. Now you need to like replace certain words, like for example, sales rep over here needs to be Atul in this case. So this is the prompt that I need to give to this thing, right? And then again, I'm just going to replace this with sales rep over here. And then what I need to do is right over here where it says insert your sales call transcription, what I'll just do is I'll just like take all this information, just copy it and just go over here, paste it over here. Now, would this be the most accurate thing ever? Probably not, right? But still, let's see what happens. All right, there you go. So it just says feedback. Atul covered some of the checkpoints during the sales call, but areas where he can improve. Checkpoint number 1, Atul missed an opportunity to explore specific challenges that Anirudh is facing as a solopreneur. Should have asked more probing questions to see the impact of these challenges and the impact of that on the personal life. Atul didn't explicitly address knowledge gaps or doubts that Anirudh might have when it comes to starting his own agency. Atul didn't discuss potential costs of staying in the same position and not getting a solution. Atul briefly touched upon the motivation, but he could have dived deeper into it. Atul didn't inquire about Anirudh consults with anyone such as his partner before making any kind of decision. Atul missed the opportunity if he tried other kind of programs in the past. Atul didn't address Anirudh's concerns about investing in the program. He could have highlighted potential returns, blah blah blah, right? So to improve Atul's capabilities, he could like do these things, right? And then honestly, like, isn't that like crazy? I think it's pretty awesome, right? There's also one more thing I could do is like summarize the feedback above into one paragraph, make it simple to read and easier to understand. Let's try this. There you go. It just gave me like literally a summary. Convert the summary into just one line. Like that's crazy, right? Because that's the extent of how lazy I'll be, right? So to improve his closing abilities, Atul should have asked probing questions, discuss costs and goals, address support and mindset, and evaluate financial capabilities. These are the beliefs that were missing, and if you would have done that, well, honestly, this person still ended up paying. But regardless, if you want to like dive deep into like further feedback, this is like what Atul could have done better. So this is how you can use ChatGPT in order to review your sales calls or basically any activity that you can do. Actually, not just ChatGPT, but this is how you can use AI to actually review any kind of call. Now, here's the thing. You can utilize this technique for your other meetings in your company. You can use it for your onboarding calls, check-in calls, webinars, or basically anything that you're doing in order to just get the accurate diagnosis of what went wrong without you spending the time going through hours and hours of recordings, right? So go check this out, go utilize this technique, and hopefully this will benefit you. And if it does, as I've mentioned before, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because my name is Rohan Dhawan and I love making YouTube videos for people like yourself, entrepreneurs who wish to get high-ticket clients. Hopefully my expectation is that one day you'll become our client and I can actually show you how we can do more cool techniques with ChatGPT for your business so that you can actually make it much more effective, efficient, and basically scale it to the next level. Rohan Dhawan here. Take care and have a fantastic day, where I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.